You can sense the intensity as they await the arrival of the Tennessee team here at Leland Stadium. The number one undefeated Volunteers prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Didn't make it on fourth down. T comes off. Standing right by Billy Ratliff, and T's coming off and starting to unhook his pads a little bit, and Billy says, "Don't unhook your pads. We're going to get the ball back."
Second down and 11 for Arkansas. 1:47 remaining. One timeout left. Call it 12 to go for the first down. Sterner lost the football! Oh my goodness! He stumbled and fumbled, and Billy Ratliff recovered.
We made this play. Billy Ratliff knocked this All-American guard back into the quarterback. He stepped in on his foot. Quarterback probably made a mistake, not just falling on the ball. Billy not only knocked him back, but he got the ball back for us. So,
how important was this fumble recovery?
Well, it meant the season. You probably didn't know that at the moment, but it absolutely meant the season.
Oh boy.
Man, hey, it's been a while here, Carter. How you doing, man? Hey, I am kind of rusty, and I'm ready to get back into this, and got you with me. You hyped me up to do it, man, so I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey, it's been too long, Billy. It's been way too long, and people have been asking to see, you back on here, and here we are.
We're back, man. We're gonna get back to the normal shows every week. Probably gonna be every Friday. If Carter want to do some segments as far as quick videos, I'm always down with that, and we're gonna have fun with this.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. I'm happy to do it. I know that y'all everything's been busy with the restaurant and talking about Tap 40 Grill over in Powell, Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Tap 40 Grill. We live and rolling. And matter of fact, we just we're renovating the dining area, putting new high tables, and got a couple of games in here, and we're having fun with it.
Yeah.
Hey, we missed you, Carter. They talk about you all the time, man.
Is the Carter sauce still on the menu?
Man, the Carter sauce is still number one, man. They're trying to duplicate it, but it's still not just the same. It's still missing something.
Yeah, I miss it up there. Yeah, I definitely do. But I'll be back up there soon.
I know you will, man. Hey, you can't stay away too long now.
Nah. So, Billy, the last show that was done, that was what, August?
July.
Yes,
it was July, because I remember you was producing, and somebody came in and unproduced you and didn't know what he was doing because of the new technology had changed with the update. And he wanted to figure out the twos and things right then when you already knew how to do everything.
Yeah.
But you know how my man is. He has to do it himself. If he can't perfect it, he don't think it's right.
Oh, I know. Oh, Bobby. And I'm sure I think I saw somebody ask, where's Bobby? Bobby's running the restaurant.
Oh, he's right here. He's actually about to pop in right now.
Oh, my God.
Yep, there he is. The man, well, you can't see his head, but you see all of him there.
We are live.
Why don't you go ahead and say hello to everybody? Matter of fact, I'm going to get you a set of headsets here. Matter of fact, They're in the office. Actually, right over there. Get those on the road mixer right there.
You got Rachel Henderson saying, let's go. Trina says, hey, you. Augusta McNeil says, hey, big bro. Talking to you.
Where are you reading? Are you reading the chats on the
Facebook?
Facebook? How can I don't see.
Hold on, I can fix that. Yeah. I'm a little rusty myself, Billy. I haven't produced a show in quite some time, so.
Hey, you still got it though. You still know all the tricks and trades. Look at that. I don't know what you just did there, but it worked.
There we go. Now you can see them all. Dub on YouTube says, Billy, I need your thoughts on Heupel and the football season we just had. We are gonna talk about it. I promise you.
Man, I'm kind of excited about this upcoming season, man. It's I think this might be the real true hype that we haven't had in a long time. You know, when they start mentioning Heisman Trophy candidates, that's big deal, big time stuff there. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, absolutely. Something. Did you see Bayless Jones ran a 4.32 in the combine?
I wasn't surprised, man. I mean, those kids are really fast over there, man. They are getting great strength and conditioning over there. We haven't had a chance to actually see what those kids can do just yet because, we're still in the back of our minds, we still don't think they're elite yet, but these kids are just as good as the rest of the guys in the SEC.
Dub says, we've missed y'all on Friday nights.
Hey, I miss you guys too, man. They've been holding me back, man. Wouldn't let me go on live or anything, and I'm back. I said, hey, Carter called me, and he said, man, you think you want to do a show? I was like, man, let's do it. We were supposed to do it last weekend.
Yeah.
Figure out what happened. We actually got like really busy here at the restaurant. And I said, man, I don't think I better do it. So I forgot to even call you and tell you I couldn't even do it.
Well, here's the thing. I helped, before the restaurant even opened, I was up there for quite a while, probably 6 months. And that's the thing is it took everybody pitching in to get the restaurant going. And that's the thing, Billy is just as hands-on as anyone else. So, it wasn't like Billy just hadn't wanted to do the show. He's been running a restaurant,
Hey, God, I've been telling everybody about the restaurant business, and I've never been in it myself, and this is the first time doing it. And when I say this is probably the hardest work I ever done in my life, I mean, I'm talking about even working on the farm, playing football 2 days. This place, it whoops my butt, man. I've had 2 full body cramps since I've been here, man.
Oh my gosh.
I'm serious. Nobody know. Well, my lady, she knows it. Because I've been crying and screaming, tell her come help me. Having the Charlie horses in my hamstring, my neck, my side, everywhere, man. I've never had a cramp like that when I play football. Never.
Yeah. It's not even just physically too. The mental stress, or well, maybe not stress is the right word, but just everything. Just it's crazy.
Yeah, but I've never thought it would be like this, man. Like when Catfish brought it up, talking about let's start a restaurant. I mean, I truly thought it was going to be a lot smaller. A pop-up tent in a situation like a food truck or something,
Mm-hmm.
or a little small mom and pop's place where we got the same table and doing our podcast. But we end up with a pretty $5 million building, man.
Yeah, it was crazy to see how quick it. I mean, because like a lot of people don't know all the cleaning that went on before we could even open the doors, and just trying to get there by football season. It seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but we got it open right around the first game.
We did, man. I mean, course, we had a couple of roadblocks, things,
Oh
and
yeah.
that kind of pushed stuff behind. Especially with funding and everything. Especially with the gas pipes. When the gas pipes, I still can't believe
Oh yeah.
that the place was operating before us with that many holes in the gas lines. And that put us behind that a lot, especially for renovating the place. And now we're getting back to the point where we can do some of that remodeling to the place to make it look like Tap 40.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, it's crazy. I seen a question someone asked. It said, where was it at? Something about the orange and white game. The only thing I can tell you about the orange and white game, we don't know the date yet, but I believe it's going to be in Nashville at Nissan Stadium
Yes,
because of the Neyland renovations.
and that is true. I do know that. They haven't. I don't think they selected a date yet.
Mm-hmm.
With the NFL and that field, they have to be so. It's tough when you're trying to deal with college and pro because you got people butting heads on who gets the money and all that stuff. It's all a money deal. So once they figure out those arrangements, I think they'll give us a date because they're going to put it out soon because the orange and white game is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's a month away, pretty much.
Let's see. It said, Billy, don't want to disappoint you, but I think the Vols are 1 year away to be relevant. They're already relevant, guys. They're relevant. People are talking about the Vols, man. They're relevant. They're talking about the guys at the combine. They're relevant again. Relevant as far as wins and losses, that's a different story. But relevant, they're always relevant. People talk about the Vols, whether we good or we suck. We're always going to be relevant.
Yeah, just may not be the way we want to be.
Yeah, you're right about that. I wish it was the way we want it to be, but we got some ways to go. I'll tell you this. I am happy in what we did last season. They did what I wanted them to do, and that was double the win production from the year before.
Mm-hmm.
And they did that. They should have had more, but I'm not going to be greedy. I mean, I think that last year humbled them and showed the world that we can actually compete.
Yep.
Now we got a year behind us, and I think we're going to be okay, man. I mean, we get some D linemen that can step up this year. We're going to be a pretty good team.
Yeah, that's the thing about this. Looking back at the past season, okay, if you take every game and you dissect it, they finished 7-6, okay, 7-5 in the regular season, but the Ole Miss game, you got, every game they were in the game. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to think that to say that, well, we got blown out by Georgia. Alabama ended up running away in the fourth quarter. But at the same time, I mean, nobody's seen that coming. Maybe some diehard Tennessee fans did, but people in the media, people, that are college football experts, quote unquote, I saw predictions as far as Tennessee finishing last in the East, or, well, just ahead of Vanderbilt. But not many people gave us a chance to go to a bowl game.
Yeah, and you're right, man. I mean, a lot of people counted that team out before they even started. They counted the coach out before he even got a chance to coach. They kept saying, this coach went downhill as for his talent at Central Florida. Well, it's still Central Florida. They're not supposed to get all the talent that Coach Frost got down there. Coach Frost, he did things a lot different, and you guys will see what I mean with this coach here. He got a chance to put a group of coaches together that he likes. He came into a situation, he didn't bring all of his coaches when he was down at Central Florida. A lot of those kids left. People think he kept the same team that he had. He didn't have the same team. First year, yeah, because these kids wanted to play football and they didn't leave because they were starting. They got a chance to win. So
Yep.
stay. He had a great team.
They did.
You don't get that often. You don't get that often.
It was nice to see. Just the attitude, the mentality was so different from what it has been. I tell you what, in Neyland Stadium this past season, I'm not saying that we, even the games where we didn't have a sellout, it reminded me of some of those games from the late 90s and early 2000s. That place was electric.
And I'm with you there. I went to a couple of the games, and I like to sit in the stands. My family like to go in the skybox, but I like to sit down with the regular people. And if they're not loud, I like to get into it and try to get them to do the wave and stuff. But this season, that place was rocking every game. It made me, I'm like, wow. Now these are the fans that I'm used to.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly how it was. It was something to see. I mean, even the first game, it was like, and part of me thought, well, I guess because of 2020 season, the COVID year, the fans didn't get to come, but I mean, it stayed consistent for the throughout the whole season of the atmosphere and everything. And I love this comment right here. David Newcomb says, "Are 8-5 Tennessee Vols?" Yeah, I agree, David. Like that debacle in Nashville was something.
Oh yeah, that there's no way we should have lost to that team, man. There's no way we should have lost that game. We should. I mean, they shouldn't even had that many points.
No.
It should have been a blowout.
And that's something kind of. You're right. We shouldn't have given up that many points. It should have never gotten to those particular situations. But I mean, I've never liked people that want to use officiating as the reason they lost. But that one play I'm talking about, Billy, the forward progress play.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh man, I was livid.
I'm trying to figure out how to share this to all the groups like I used to, but it's like I'm only able to share it to my page.
That's interesting. P Charles says, why do they not let former players come back and coach that had successful careers?
That's a long story right there. There's a lot of things that goes into that process. It's not that they don't want the former guys to come back and do it, but you have guys that have other agendas. They have good situations that they already have as far as coaching jobs. And also you got to think that these coaches bring their own staffs in too. So it's not that they don't want to hire former guys. It's just they may not know that there's former guys that are looking for jobs.
Yeah. And there's probably some former guys that don't want to coach, and
that's true too. And I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to coach and just coach and leave the rest of the stuff out of it. But there's so many intangibles that goes in that whole process when you sign that contract with Tennessee or whoever you go coach for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That brings up an interesting thing I think me and you've talked about before. Was like, for instance, if you've got a former great that was All-American and won a championship, you think just because they were a good player doesn't mean, not saying they would be a bad coach, but how are you going to, if you're interviewing two guys and you're looking at a former great that played at your school but has no coaching experience versus a guy who played at Tulsa, wasn't a very good player, but has won, as a proven winner and has a good, resume, it would be hard to, you know what I'm saying, to turn the guy with the resume down because that's a double-edged sword in my opinion. Because look at Mike Shula from Alabama. He's an Alabama great, came in to coach, and now he's more remembered for not being a great coach than instead he should be remembered as a great player.
Yeah, and I think that's something too as well, that a lot of guys, they don't want to, how would I say this here, mess their reputation up.
Yeah.
A lot of people won't, they're not nice when you're losing. If you know
Nope.
what I mean. They will disown you as a former player, former guy, but they still love you, but they will bash you really bad. And I'm not the type of guy that can take a lot of bashing without giving it back, because
Right.
I'm the old school. If you're man or woman enough to speak up and talk up like that, you should be man or woman enough to take that same criticism.
Yeah, I agree absolutely. I mean, that's the way it should be. And think about it. Like, think about this, Billy. We all know how loved Peyton Manning is at Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if Peyton decided, okay, before we hired Heupel last year, or whenever it was, if Peyton said, I'm gonna see if they'll let me coach," and he takes the coaching job, and what if Peyton, just because he's obviously he was a great player, and some say in the NFL he might be one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. He comes out here and we go 2-10, then we have 4 really really bad years. Then everyone's opinion of Peyton's going to change. You know, I mean that kind of stuff happens.
Yep, and I will say this here. I don't think Peyton will ever coach anywhere.
Oh no.
I mean, why tarnish your name brand to come coach for any school? I don't care, your alma mater or the best coach, best pro team or anything. Peyton, if he's gonna do anything, he's probably gonna own the team, GM or something. And that's what I can see him doing. Let's see. It said, Carter, your screen is blacked out. Audio is
Yeah.
picture. I'm quite sure Carter knows that. I
Yeah,
do.
I'm working on it.
Like I can be coughing and you won't hear me cough. I just mute it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see. What's the biggest improvement you want to see this off season? Finding more depth. We need depth on the defensive line and offensive line bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest place in football that you have to have depth at to be successful in any sport, and especially in the SEC. You need to be 2-3 deep at DT, um, linebacker, 2-player deep. Offensive line, same way. You just never know who's get hurt. You need the next man to step up. As far as position wise, I think I would love to see the defensive tackle position improve a lot better. The first few guys did a heck of a job last year, but as soon as we put the backups in, that's when we fell off, and you'll see it in every game that we actually played this year would be bad. They come in and they score a quick touchdown or they give up big long drives and they can't slow them down. So that's why I think the D line position is huge that we need to improve.
Yeah. Absolutely. The trenches. That's where it all goes down.
Let's see here. So adding those walk-on 3 stars was a good move in the direction of finding the. Oh yes, most definitely. I mean, I don't look at stars. I play with a lot of guys that was no stars. I play with a lot of guys that were 5 stars, and there was a lot of guys that were. Heck, I'll tell you this here. We had walk-ons that were in front of John Henderson and Albert Hainsworth.
Wow.
I'll give you a name, Matt Gooden. Matt Gooden was a heck of a defensive tackle. It was just, we had so many other guys in front of him, he couldn't touch the field. And he was a great walk on. I mean, he gave us the offensive lines great looks when it was practice time for him to, be scout teams and show our offense looks of a defensive player that our opponent has. It's just the depth at D line is what we need, and stars is not what I would worry about, guys. I think this coaching staff understands that they have to go out and get players that fit the system that they can utilize and make plays based off what they're needing. Now, don't get me wrong. I take 5 stars all day because if they was chose as a 5-star player, that means they did some really good things like making a lot of plays to be able to become a 5-star. But the 5-star has been thrown out so easily nowadays, where it's not truly a 5-star. It's more of I call it a political reason for that. Somebody has hyped the kid up and just gave him those stars and said he was that good, and when he truly wasn't a 5-star.
Well, it's happened a lot over the years. I know a bunch of guys. There was a guy from my area who I played against, and he was from a 1A school, and I'm not going to mention the person's name, but I remember thinking, they got this guy rated as like the 3rd best player in the state, and I'm like, I don't know, because that level of competition it doesn't seem, like it's quite the same level as playing against 6A schools or 5A schools, but. And then, like I said, there's times where you've got a player from a 1A school that can be a 5-star, but yeah, the whole rating system can be dangerous. But Billy will be right back. I think they're fixing him and Bobby are fixing. I think Bobby's fixing to join us. So, Sven says Heifel has a plan looking forward, and that's very important. Step by step, he's getting it there. Yep. Shout out to you, Sven, because man, you're one of the main ones who's always been asking what's going on. Where's Billy? Where's Bobby? So yeah, I've definitely been bugging Billy to do this for a while, and but if you haven't, guys, y'all need to check out Tap 40 Grill. If you live near Knoxville, the Powell area, it's right there in Powell. Can't believe I can't remember the address. It's I think it's Irwin Drive, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Let me pull up that. Okay, yeah. Whoops, that's not the right one. Tap 40. Okay, the address is 7535 Connor Road, Powell, Tennessee. Yeah, make sure you guys go. If you live near Knoxville or you're up there for a game, go by there, because more than likely you're going to see Billy, Alexis Hornbuckle. She's always there. And you never know. Sometimes you might see a couple other VFLs there. I know for a fact, Al Wilson, when for the South Carolina game, they had, they were honoring him for going into the College Football Hall of Fame. And there was a ton of VFLs. Like it was amazing. And, that night, they had a hard time keeping me in that kitchen, because that was my job. I was cooking in the kitchen, but I kept sneaking out, trying to meet all these former VFLs, a bunch of players from the 2018. Like I said, Al Wilson was there. Leonard Little has been there. A bunch of former Lady Vols. Candace Parker, I got to meet her up there. So it's a perfect atmosphere. There's a bunch of TVs. The food is great, especially the Carter sauce. If you like wings, get the Carter sauce wings.
Most definitely. The Carter sauce is the top sauce on the menu.
Why you want to lie like that?
Because I don't know how to lie. I'm just keeping it honest, bro. I mean, they brought this other one.
But the catfish sells more than anything.
Not
And
anymore.
the coleslaw.
Not anymore.
I have a lot of people say it's the best coleslaw they ever had.
Well, it's because they never had coleslaw. So
What's up, David Newcomb? There's Finn. There's my boy Sven. Flint, what's going on, Gate City? Who else is over here? I can't see. I'm about half blind and blind in one eye and can't see out the other.
Hold on, let me put it up closer to you.
Well, my bifocals ain't strong enough anymore. They used to be. I need a new prescription.
Well, you think you gotta get your eyes checked?
Listen. They put the progressives down too low, so that's why I got to look up like that.
Let me tell you what you do, guys. So, you know how you get like a piece of paper as a prescription from the doctor?
Yeah, I have one.
He took the prescription he got 20 years ago.
A year ago.
Into the eyeglass place and said, "This is what I want."
Because they wanted to charge me $199 for a new test. I said, no, I got one right here in my wallet, right here. This is what I want. And they worked good for about a month or two.
This is what makes this show great. The Bobby and Billy little,
He's about to get on my last nerve. I can't wait till Mama Ratliff gets up here. We're going to wear his ass out.
Hey, he just don't know. She ready to get on his tail.
It's you. She's my best friend. Is that white or red? It'll be in my office on the next to the bottom shelf under the Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, then Patron, then wine under that. It's in a red bottle.
And Tap 40 has liquor and beer.
Yeah, we got some liquor. We got Patron, Grey Goose. What else we got over? Peach, Royal Crown. Was it Royal Crown or Crown Royal? Crown Royal. Apple Crown Royal, regular Crown Royal.
Got the Old Smoky moonshine.
Old Smoky. We got 15 different flavors of that Old Smoky. Gate City Blue Devil came through 2022 Super Chat. Now we need a Shane Bentley in here because he's a Georgia fan, but he was always hitting us up with some good Super Chat. He came in here. He came up for the Georgia game to see us. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, him and his buddy came up to see me. I hadn't seen him. Preston Hess, there he is. I hadn't seen him in a while. Hey, you haven't seen me because I've been the one working my butt off. I was in the kitchen by myself. Carter was with me, but he was still like being by myself for the first 2 months, wasn't I, Carter? Tell the truth.
I was there.
You were there. You were taking up space, that's for sure.
Right.
Oh, David, this is my old work shirt. He wants to know why I got my crimson. This is actually maroon. It's a company I used to work for, and I was working today, so I didn't want to put on my good stuff.
It's faded maroon.
My son has the same color on right now.
He does.
He got this Alabama color on.
Hey, did I tell you about my pinball machines, Carter?
I seen the pictures on the Facebook. But
let me tell you about. I got the number 3 title in all of pinball machines in history, Royal Flush. But that ain't the best of it. I think there was 10,000 of those machines made. 80 of them, that ain't very many of them, 80 of them were 4 players. The rest were 2 players. Guess which one I got?
A 4-player?
A 4-player. Everything rebuilt, all the flappers, all the rubber bands, all the parts, everything rebuilt. Man, it cost me a fortune, but I had to have it. Had to have it. And I got a Roy Clark sit down. How many sit down pinball machines have you seen?
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a 1976 model, and the Royal Flush is a 76 model too.
I remember that one now. That's the one that used to be in Pizza Huts all the time.
Dub wants to know what I think about the football season. I'm happy. I said before the season we was going 7-5. Now, halfway through the season, I thought I was going to be way off and we was going to tank, but we came on strong at the end. Yeah. And I don't know where Crying Ryan is, but he texts me every day with this crap about Florida and Billy Bob, their new coach, and how he's got all these. Man, Florida's got an assistant coach for about every. They got an assistant coach for the Gatorade jugs. They got an assistant coach. They got like 50 assistants, and he's sending me that. But I'm going to tell you something. Out of the big three, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, we're winning one of those. And the most likely candidate is Florida. So, Crying Ryan, wherever you at, you better buckle up. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about them next year.
Hey, Bobby, were you talking earlier? Joshua Simmons said it's been a while since
Simmons forever.
Yeah, he said it's been a while. Yep, been a while since I've been here, but I just want to say, stop by and say, go Dogs.
Yeah, I knew you'd say something like that. Yeah, he'd been watching me since before Billy, for years. So is Finn, Dub, all of them. Cody Branch, Preston Hess. Get some oatmeal cream pies, Preston. I've been promised. Why didn't we ever do that one-on-one blocking thing? Did you try to dodge me? Is that why we never did it?
Oh man, I'd drive up over this
because I told you.
Tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is what I told them, guys. So, guys, I don't lose in nothing I do, and I'm not gonna take it easy on you. I'm gonna whoop your ass, and I'm gonna try to kill you. So, do not want that. I suggest you leave.
Hey, I put on some weight since we've opened this restaurant.
Yeah, he's looking like Coach Foreman.
Oh, you don't get me started on Coach Foreman. You don't want to get me started on that. Hey, Coach Brooks came in here and he looks good.
Yeah, Coach
Slim.
Coach is, he had a little situation, he had a little heart attack, and he's getting himself right. And he wanted to come by this past Monday because he had a doctor's appointment up here, and we're closed on Mondays. So he's in town a lot now, man. Since he knows I'm here and he knows he got a place to stop by instead of having to go way across town because he lives out there in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, out in the woods. He didn't. Where Caldwell? Didn't he get a house down there, or was it in Maryville? I don't remember. We was talking.
Caldwell always had a house here in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Yeah, all those guys, they didn't sell their houses.
Well, here's the story by he said Coach Foreman. When was it? 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Pruitt's last year, I think.
Yeah.
Billy took me in there. We walked in the place like we owned the joint. Walked right in, didn't see no secretary, no nothing. Walked right in, everybody giving Billy hugs. T. Martin came out, took pictures with Billy. We got to sit in on the first coaches meeting, met Jeremy Pruitt, and they introduced Billy as this big legend, and Billy was all shy and stuff. And I was pushing him out there, go on out there. Got to sit see Cheney. Cheney was about 450. Looked like he ain't ever missed a Golden Corral buffet. But we spent some time in Fulmer's office, signed some stuff, hung out with him, got a picture with Billy. Fulmer was in the middle, me on the other side. Chance of a lifetime. I'd have never done it without this man right here. We get out to the car. I was all excited about all these people I got to take pictures with. And I'm looking at the one with Fulmer. I said, dang, Billy, I thought Fulmer was bigger than that. Because on the sideline on TV, he looks like he weighs about 350. I was bigger than he was. And then I said, man, Billy, I got to lose some weight.
Well, you're still bigger than him, man. You're actually almost bigger than me. If you look at this screen, guys,
Yeah, you photoshopping that. I seen what you got that angle going on where it makes me look bigger. We got to see Henry Riddle. He watches this all the time.
Yeah, he did come in.
He come out and seen us.
Yes, he did.
Drove all the way from, what was it, Kingsport or somewhere up there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see him. We got to see a lot of viewers come in and seen it.
Well, I think a lot of them start coming in now. Since we back online, man, a lot of people didn't know we was here.
Yeah, I know. I've just been a bit too busy. But now we got some staffing in here. Got us some bar managers going where we ain't got to be here 24/7. Now we're going to do our show. I noticed it said the Billy Ratliff show.
Well, that's
what happened to the Bobby and Billy? You done kicked me to the curb.
Well, we didn't know if you had time. You said you didn't have time. So until we figure out you got time, we're going to make time for you. I didn't create that. That was there a long time ago.
I was wondering how you was going to do this because you told me today, hey, I'm going to go live. I said, okay. And then I came over here while I was taking a break from my working and seen Carter. I said, that's how he did it.
I could have produced it myself. Hey,
you could have.
Remember I used to do my own morning show?
Yeah, you did.
By myself.
What does Finn say? Here we go again. Bobby, if you want to stay healthy, don't mess you with Billy. He is a pro and you are a truck driver. He will destroy. We was talking about Hess said something a minute ago about the oatmeal cream pies. I promise you, everything I got, bet the farm on it. If we could go get Vegas to put odds on it, if they put some Little Debbie, box of Little Debbie's behind me. There ain't no way Billy could get to them Little Debbie's. And I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not trash talking. That's the fact.
It is what it is. What it is. I'm not
Bobby,
gonna let you do that to yourself.
I won't let you buy like Burlsworth did.
I'm not gonna let you do it to yourself.
Bobby's in the Truck Driver Hall of Fame, though. I will say that.
Yeah, I've had some trucker friends of mine come by and see me.
He got the Smokey and the Bandit trophy one year.
And Scotty Howe, yep. Was Bobby what? That cheeseburger I ate that day.
The Beast
Oh,
Burger.
the Beast Burger.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you something. I talked to Cisco and said, we want to have some things in here that you can't get anywhere else. And there were two things I wanted. I wanted a foot-long, real good hot dog. Not them little skinny ones, the big one. We got Nathan's, all beef, 8-ounce, a 2-to-1 hot dog. They ship it in specially for Billy Ratliff Tab 40 Grill, and the Beast Burger. It's got Wagyu beef, elk, buffalo, what they call it? Bison, but it's buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call it here in the States. Buffalo and wild boar. That thing will blow your mind.
Well, I told you I didn't know the reason why it was called the Beast Burger. I thought it was called the Beast Burger.
I named it the Beast Burger.
I thought it was called the Beast Burger because it was huge.
It is. It's an 8-ounce burger.
I mean, it's a monster burger. I mean, I don't know how people eat the whole thing, especially with all the fries you give them.
Yeah.
Takes a long time to cook, you know.
What have we added to our menu since we've opened? Since
we
got a pork tenderloin, bone-in pork tenderloin. It's the rib part.
Oh man,
like the rib, and it's so tender. You can cut it with a fork. Billy just eats it like a I don't know, just picks it up like a pizza. Just eats it.
Yeah, I actually thought about.
You don't even need a knife.
I think I'm gonna put it on the grill.
That's what we do with it. We cook it.
I'm
to 125
all the way and see how it tastes.
Oh no, you dry it out.
No,
dry it out.
And they make Tap 40 makes some of their own wing sauces.
Yeah, we do.
Saying.
Westmo for Westmoreland.
That one's like number 7 on the list.
Yeah. What's the other ones? The garlic parmesan, buffalo, the Carter sauce, which we renamed it when he abandoned the ship. We renamed it. It's no longer the Carter sauce. It may be on the menu that way, but I'm gonna change that here soon.
Well, we actually have Westmoreland in here right now.
Yeah, there's Westmoreland.
He created the Westmo sauce.
It's spicy though. I can't handle spicy.
It's okay. I mean, like it's just too pineapple-ish to me.
So it ain't like the Carter sauce.
No, it ain't not
actually, the Carter sauce is pretty good, and I don't care. I'll go to my grave saying the original Carter sauce was the best. And I don't know what y'all did. It was not originally with lemon pepper. Carter. He says it was originally with lemon pepper.
No. I never said that. I created my sauce.
Well, that's what we've been doing with the Carter sauce, adding lemon pepper to it, which is good.
No. See, they think that's what I did with my sauce.
Well, what'd you do?
No, if I told you that, I would have to cut you and dig it.
Well, we got cameras in the kitchen. I'll go find out.
Yeah, I guarantee you ain't gonna know what I put in it.
Well, try it without lemon pepper and see if it's any better.
I mean, lemon pepper's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I've been trying to figure out a way to get the wet lemon pepper. Like the dry rub
I've looked
is
on
okay.
Cisco, U.S. Foods, Perform. I've looked on all. I can't find it.
I know it's hard. I mean, I
can find it in the little bottles at Kroger, but you'd go broke doing that.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's a good question Dub has right there, Catfish. Do y'all have any events planned at the restaurant? Watch parties, crawfish boys.
We got a Lady Vols watch party tonight at 9:30. Hey, did y'all talk about the Lady Vol? All the former players came in. The Lady Vols was last Saturday. Yeah. Coach Harper was in here. All Gloria Johnson, wasn't she the first black player?
Yep.
Marciniak.
All of them were in here. It was awesome. Awesome.
I told him about, Candace Parker. I said, look, you need to go by the restaurant because there's no telling who might be in there.
Yeah, you never know. Candace came in here 2 days after she won the WNBA championship. And she's over, and Lex came in and said, Candace wants to meet you. I said, I'll be over in a minute. Then she's about to leave, so I went over there. She's leaving. She stood up, and I'm not kidding. She just kept standing up. I thought she never would stop standing up. She was 6'5", every bit of it.
Yeah, she's tall, man.
But she don't look that big on TV.
They've also had the restaurant's also had some current players come in there.
Yep, Key, Horston, 4 or 5 of them, and they're tall girls too. Who's the tall one? That came in here with the red hair, the red braids.
I keep forgetting her name. She's on the team now.
Yeah, she's like center, big girl.
What's funny is I knew this was back right before basketball season started. I didn't even think about it till I done moved back here, but there were 2 current men's basketball players that came into the restaurant, and nobody even had a clue.
Mm-mm.
It was
Jawan Smith was in here. Remember him when we beat Memphis?
Yeah. But this one was Giannis Adu and oh my God, I can't believe I'm drawing. Zakai Ziegler.
Yeah.
They came in here, the 2 star freshmen on the team right now.
And
nobody had a clue.
I have another one for you. You guys didn't have a clue who it was.
I bet I did.
Isaiah Victor was in here as well.
When? When?
It's that night where all the guys was here. The night
when Al Wilson's Hall of Fame thing?
Even when Candace was here, he came in.
Oh, yeah, the tall guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering. I knew he looked familiar, and I said, who was that? Then you told me.
We call him Zeke back.
I'm going to tell you what, when Carter will tell you, it was like the red carpet. When people found out there was wall-to-wall former legends in here, they had their cameras out just filming this whole section. Joey Kent, Albert Haynesworth, Al Wilson, Leonard Little. I mean, you just went on and on and on and on, and they were in here. Ben Talley.
And it's going to get better. It's just, those guys are starting to migrate back to Knoxville. Yeah. A lot of guys are moving back to Knoxville.
Yeah.
Sterl the Pearl came in there and he grabbed a microphone. He didn't care. He just found a microphone and he was hyping that place up. It was crazy.
Just like he does before the game outside of what they 12 or whatever.
I tell everybody that all the time too. I'm like, that's just his normal voice, guys. I mean, he don't turn it down at all. Every time I've seen him or been around him, he is on 100 every single time.
Yeah.
I'd never met him in person, and he came up and chest bumped me and yelled, "Catfish, catfish, do, go Vols!" I knew who he was because I've seen him out at the games all the time. He's like the DJ. All right, let's see some of these questions. Catfish, what's the biggest improvement you want to see this off season? D-line.
Yeah.
D-line.
Need to get pressure on those opposing.
We still have no depth.
See, and if he said that, he had to be watching this year because now he's.
I watched from the kitchen, this TV above us, because that's the only one I could see.
This is the first year since I met the man that he makes sense.
What you talking about, Willis?
When I first met him and he was talking, I kind of thought he was a little. I'm like, are you serious? But now that I'm talking to him, now I know why he never won any games when he was picking them. Now,
you better tell the truth.
Well, I mean, they know the truth.
That one day I went 7-0.
Huh?
Actually, 12-0.
That's just one
day. That.
That was like when I saw that I
was perfect in the playoffs this year. Perfect.
Yeah, I know, but I remember I saw that T-Rap that rapped out there.
Yeah.
That's how you be making your picks.
No, I have educated guesses. 15-0. I promise you that. Yep, Fall State. We're going 15-0. Before I die, we're going to go 15-0. I promise you that.
Whew. Only way that's going to happen is I'll be honest with you. Is Al Wilson becomes the coordinator. Sean Bryson becomes running back coach. Casey Clausen becomes quarterback coach.
Yeah.
Y'all like how I came out with Casey, huh?
That's my favorite QB.
Nice man.
Cody Branch says we're going to go 9-3. I think that's our best. I think 9-3 is a good season. 8-5 is probably where we're going to be, but
I'll take 9-3, guys. If we go 9-3, we had some fun then.
Oh yeah,
we had some fun. So,
well, you'll hear we're back on Volunteer Roadshow every video.
Man, that means when we win that many ball games, the state of Tennessee is winning.
Yeah,
Everybody's winning then.
Vol State want to know if we're going to the Slob Olympics in Pigeon Forge. I was going to go. I called Lou. I said, Lou, you don't really want me to go because I'm the biggest slob there is, and I'd win. That's why I can't go. I wanted to give y'all a chance. We're just too busy in here, but maybe I might slip over. Who knows? I think you're right, Sven. Rattler transferring from Oklahoma to South Carolina. I was shocked when Rattler transferred, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I think he understood who was behind him. That they was going to give him the job anyway.
Yeah.
And then he didn't really play up to par like they thought he was going to play.
Yeah.
You know,
There for a minute, I thought he was going to be good.
Well, I thought he was too, but I think the year that he had to sit behind Jalen kind of hurt him. You know, hurt his pride. And as a quarterback, that's like your pitcher.
Yeah.
You know, if you get on his nerves and he's all messed up in the head, it's not going to work out for him.
I still rather have Hendon Hooker though.
Yeah. I think he'll get some Heisman hype if we come out of the gate strong.
Who's that?
Hooker.
Hendon Hooker.
He's rated the third or fourth best quarterback in the SEC. I think he's better than that. It's with him and Cedric Tillman. Oh, did you hear where Willis Jones run that? What was it? How fast was it, Carter? 4.39 or 4.4?
4.29 or 4.32. 4.32.
Oh,
That's flying.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's I'm not surprised. I mean, I think that we had some of the best receivers in the country last year. It just didn't.
And we got one coming back, Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good. Who do we got on our depth chart as far as running back this coming year?
We got Jabari Small.
I know that, but I'm talking about behind him. Because he ain't enough.
I just realized
Small just ain't got enough ass.
Didn't somebody transfer?
Yeah. We lost Tyon Evans to Louisville.
Who was the one that played for Oklahoma last year? Chandler.
Yeah.
Oh, Gray.
Eric Gray, yeah.
That's right.
I mean, he did okay over there, but if he would have stayed here.
There had to be a reason. Somebody said that they thought he was kind of wrapped up in that McDonald's bag controversy.
Well, I'm still waiting to find out the outcome of that situation. Because, I mean, personally, like I've been saying, if it was truly that bad, trust me, they would have been put Tennessee under the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Ended that.
Well, we got it. Preston. I've always liked Preston. He says he can't wait for Bobby's picks because he wants that rent money.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did.
Which one was the rent money?
I'm not sure. It's been a while. I don't know if did we even program this one?
Let's see. Yep.
But by the way, we do have a.
Remember that? Can y'all hear that?
Lady at the casino.
You like when I first introduced him to that song, he didn't know what he was getting into. And then he started listening to the words. I said, this is my mama music now. You got to listen to what he's saying.
I can see that.
That's some of that Mississippi Delta City blues right there.
Oh, yeah. Got to have a little rhythm with it with the bass in there.
Well, see, those of you been watching a while, y'all know why the last $2 song. Because I always said put a couple of dollars. I got a couple of dollars on the game, and I was for real. I really had $2 on the game. I didn't bet 10, 15, 20 like Billy does. Mm-hmm. I want to hang on to my money. I'd say I go on that. It's kind of like weight loss. You don't want to lose it all at once. You just kind of gradually build that thing up. $1, $2, $50, $70 here.
Man,
and I had a 4-game parlay.
I wish I could lose it all at once.
Divisional round weekend of the NFL, I got 4-game parlay. I took the 3 underdogs and the points and the favorite, the Chiefs. Now they're starting to roll in here.
That's what I've been trying to tell Dub. That's what I've been trying to tell Catfish for a while. He needs to get on that NIL train, you know.
We've been trying to figure out who to talk to on that.
You got to go through the university. I know that. But
I tell you what, ever since old Fulkerson got that Pal's hot dog endorsement. He ain't win worth tits on a boar hog.
I think he's gonna be okay, man. I really do.
I've been saying that for the last 2 years.
I just hope it happens the opposite of what had happened last year. You know, last year in the tournament, he just went away.
He went away this year. He had one good game, and I said, all right, Folky's back. The Incredible Folk is back. And then he went right back to 4 points the next 4 games each.
I'm going to call him out. I'm going to tell you if he's going to have a heck of a game this coming up.
I hope you're right. Because when he's on,
we have no choice. We're going to win if he's on.
Oh, yeah. If he can get in double digits on points and get close to 10 rebounds, we'll win.
Here's the great thing, though. We have some star freshmen. Brandon Huntley Hatfield, Giannis Adu, Zakai Ziegler. Why am I forgetting? Chandler. Kennedy Chandler.
He's a good ball player.
Yeah. He's, I think, the leading scorer. I mean, so we're if none of those guys go to the draft this year, we're going to be stacked next season.
Yeah.
You know what ticks me off more than anything about when I watch Tennessee basketball on TV? Is they say Vescovy. It's Vescovy. It's not Vescovy. I don't care what his mama says. It's Vescovy, ain't it, Carter?
Well, you know, it's funny because it's been Vescovy for, 3 years now.
Yeah.
It's Vescovy.
And then they change it up.
Hey, who started that change how they pronounce the name thing? Was that Terrell Owens?
I don't know.
It was Terrell.
Terrell O.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
Man, this is fun. We need to do this every Friday.
I've been told you that a long time ago. I'm not going to say it on air that I've been trying to get him and do that every Friday.
Billy does have a score on a pinball machine.
No, I lost it.
Oh, that's right. Westmoreland got it now. Yeah, 98,000.
He spent $33.25.
I'll pay for that pinball machine just from him.
I'm not trying to be like BVD, but I mean, you know, I'm just saying. You know, I've been bugging Billy for a while. Like, Billy, we need to get this thing going again.
Well, we got it going.
Yeah. By the way, thanks, BVD.
How is he doing? I talked to him the other day. His leg surgery.
The surgery went well. So he's in much better spirits. I can promise you that. So the surgery went well. So he still has his foot, thank goodness. And you know, hopefully this will be the last of this infection. They hope, and he'll be back to his old grumpy self.
I miss you guys, man.
Preston says I asked him, and he don't care how you pronounce it. Anyway, we need to get him in here. We'll find out how it's pronounced. I'm gonna say Vescovy, whether he likes it or not. Do y'all have any? Oh, I've read that one. Well, we got a few people still in here. I've got to go.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but man, that Auburn game last Saturday, that atmosphere.
But maybe 1 minute of it.
That atmosphere in the Tommy Bowl was absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Like, I have a little 18-second video clip. Just show you real quick. Look at this. Place was bananas.
Hey, I went to one game this year, and it was just like that.
I'm going to the Arkansas game.
When they play Arkansas?
When do they play Arkansas, Carter?
Tomorrow.
I'm going tomorrow.
You going to the game?
Mm-hmm.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A buddy of mine gave me tickets.
Oh, wow.
I paid $500 for them.
Wow. What you say? What they feed you over there?
Huh?
For $500?
No. I just messing with Carter because he wants to go. And I know he still has his tickets.
Yeah.
I wish I could go.
Yeah, that's going to be a crazy game, then. I mean, I didn't know I thought the season was over.
Arkansas is a good squad.
Arkansas is a good team because they beat us, didn't they?
Yeah.
So we will beat them.
Yeah. Like I think it was Rick Barnes that said, we don't lose in the big castle on the river.
We are undefeated. Did y'all see where Arkansas beat Auburn? And as soon as that clock went 0, fireworks went everywhere. They had to have been prepared for that.
Oh yeah.
Off the backboards, they were just sparklers going everywhere. The lights went out and there were strobes going. So they knew they was they number one when they played them?
I think they might have been.
Yeah, they were number one, so they probably had it queued up just in case they won. And they sure enough beat them. And then Florida turns right around and beats them. And then thinking, man, it kind of makes that Arkansas win. Yeah. What's all that noise?
Sorry, that was a loud truck.
Oh, Barnes is 7-2 in rematch games at bowling.
I like it. Have they lost at home yet?
No, undefeated.
And technically, they haven't lost a home game.
Hold on. The most Tennessee thing to do.
Oh, gosh.
Going into the last home game would be what?
Don't jinx us like that, man. Don't.
No, I'm just stating facts.
Don't do that to us.
I ain't gonna say it then. What are we going to be seeded in the tournament? If we beat Arkansas, where would we be?
I say 4.
I think they predict us a 3 seed. Now, if we have a nice little run in the SEC tournament, like win 2 out of 3 games, play for the championship. If we win the championship, it might be a 2 seed. But
yeah, I don't think we'll win it. I would prefer to lose the first game and be real rested.
No.
It's been 1979 since we last won it.
Yep.
But we'll probably end up winning the tournament.
You know who the center was of that 1979 team? Big sexy Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash was on 79?
Yep. The former WCW.
Yeah, and then he got kicked off the team.
Yeah, he punched the assistant coach in the face.
He thought he was on WWE. Oh, man. Well, it's good seeing y'all guys. I got to go back to work. We're getting busy in here.
Yeah.
Go check the kitchen crew out. Check the bar out. Got the pong. What do you call that? What's the name of this? Beer pong table. I bought a nice one that lights up.
Oh, wow.
We got a 14-foot shuffleboard table, where you slide the pucks. It'll be in here next week or so. I'm excited about that. We'll have some dartboards, some axe throwing going on. We were going to have axe throwing inside. We had it done already. But we had a little insurance issue. So we're going to have to put them outside. Yeah. And we're going to put them outside. So, hey, have you heard the commercial yet?
Not yet.
That we have on. Has anybody heard our commercial on the radio?
I have heard it. Yeah.
You heard it it's on WOKI, WIVK, Sports Animal, and something else.
Man, you didn't tell me I'm supposed to know that.
You sent me a copy of it.
No, that's a different one. That's on about 100 channels. That's the we're doing the traffic. I'm gonna see.
While he's loading that up, guys, don't forget there are also 2 other shows on Volunteer Roadshow. The Collective Unfiltered, which has Alexis Hornbuckle and Jay, former Lady Vol soccer player. And then there's also the Buck and 2MC show with Alexis Hornbuckle and
I don't have it.
Maria Cornelius.
I got to get this thing loaded up here. Y'all going to like this. We got 4 different commercials.
Wow.
That ain't it. I got to forget that device on here.
I imagine Bobby's phone is like his car. If somebody ever stole his car, they'd be a rich man because there's about $1,000 worth of change every cup holder. And
yeah, that's true. I found a $20 bill in my cup holder the other day. I was hungry for crystals. I said, maybe I got enough change to get me a crystal burger. And then I started digging around in there. I said, there's a 20. So I got me a 6-pack.
That's right, Sven. In the post-game Lady Vol show with Marie and Lex.
Let's see. I'm going to play this. Where's it at? See if it'll play. I'm going to play all of them here. See if it'll play. Let me know if you can hear it.
Stumbles, he fumbles, and Billy Ratliff recovers.
There's no stumbling or fumbling at the new Billy Ratliff's Tap 40 Grill in Powell. Just good fun and great food. Billy Ratliff's Tap 40 Grill is now open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Friday and Saturday, 11 to 11, and Sunday, 11 to 9. Serving over 60 varieties of beer and a full bar. The Tap 40 Grill also has brick oven pizzas and fantastic jumbo wings and thighs, burgers, and more. With plenty of TVs, games, and axe throwing. You'll have all kinds of fun to go with the great food at Billy Ratliff's Tap 40 Grill, located at 7535 Connor Road in Powell. Tap into a great time at Billy Ratliff's Tap 40 Grill. Sweet deals are a chance for you to experience some of the finest restaurants and attractions East Tennessee has to offer at unbeatable prices. So don't miss this one to Tap 40 Grill this Friday morning at 9 a.m. at newstalk987.com and get $50 for just $25.
They have that same commercial on all of them, but at the end it has the
I like that.
IVK, WIVK, which is the #1 station in Knoxville, country station, and Sports Animal, and WOKI.
I like that.
Oh, here's another one. I hadn't heard this one.
Miss this week's sweet deal. Get $50 for just $25 to the new Billy Ratliff Tap 40 Grill in Powell. 60 varieties of beer and a full bar. Brick oven pizzas, fantastic jumbo wings, and more. This sweet deal goes live Friday at 9 at 99.1, thesportsanimal.com.
Yeah, I actually was listening to the Eric Haynes show, and then went to commercial break, and I heard the commercial. I was like, hey, there we go. There's my money that I wrote the check for, finally paying off.
I like that. I like that one.
And here's what we do. We're on how many spots do we get? 160 spots a day on 29 stations in East Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Here's one from the other day.
He's still running very slow because they're clearing a wreck at 75 southbound at Merchants Road. It's still over in the right lane here on I-75 southbound at Merchants. That's why it's crazy slow on 75 southbound between Callahan and Merchants Road. Tap 40 Grill and Powell is hiring. Check them out today on Facebook or go by and see them in person. That's Tap 40 Grill and Powell at Emory Road at I-75 behind that Starbucks. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Let's see. I got some more on here that kind of talk about Billy. Let's see what this one says.
Good afternoon. It's been heavy on and off today on 75 North, trying to get up through Campbell County, up around the 148 from that earlier wreck. Just a lot of traffic volume up through Campbell County, Anderson County right now. It's Friday. You can tell heavy traffic out here on 40 East and West and Pillsbury Parkway. Tap 40 Grill and Powell and Emory Road right behind that Starbucks. They're hiring. They're owned by former UT football player Billy Ratliff. Go by and see them this weekend at Tap 40 Grill in Powell. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
So you didn't know I was doing all that, did you? I'm getting this out on the map.
I didn't know, man. Hey, good job, man. Good job.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's up, Paul Warren?
Paul Warren, man, I hadn't seen him in a month, 2 months of Sundays. He used to watch me early on. Paul Warren, he lives not far from here. You need to come see us, Paul.
Okay.
We're in Powell. You're in Clinton or somewhere. I think you won something one time on the show, and I sent it to you. Finn said he hadn't seen it. Well, we're gonna be back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, we're gonna be back. But yeah, I wrote the script of that first one. I said we tried to get the rights to the audio of the TV broadcast.
Yeah,
I could get the John Ward one, but I didn't think it was a good a call as it's not as recognizable as the TV version.
Yeah.
And it took, I wrote XO Media because I had the rights a couple years ago to put in our videos and it expired. It was only for 1 year. Tried to get back in touch with him. We was playing phone tag. So I said, well, why don't you just act like you're saying it? You pretend and just get your radio guy to say what they said on TV. And people will know what that means. They know what he stumbles and fumbles and Billy. That's all. They know that.
Oh, yeah.
So I got him to do that. So you think I'm not doing nothing? I'm getting stuff done.
Hey, I never said that. I just see you.
What did you win that you didn't get, Preston? That's the second person that said that to me in the last year.
That's probably because they need to email me.
No, I'm more reliable than you are.
Oh, wait.
Send whatever you want, and I'll get it to you, Preston. If I have to walk, if Billy has to walk it all the way over there, I forget where you live. I think he lives in North Kakalaki somewhere.
Okay.
I think so. I can't remember. My brain.
That's something I had thought about too, was maybe doing some giveaways. You know, I got a pretty. Yep. I got a pretty
How about
sweet.
we do some gift certificates to Tap 40 on every show? Call in. You got to call in to get it. You can't be in no comment. You got to call in, and we'll give you some gift certificates. And say, I don't have to mail them. We'll put your name on the list. Show up and see me. We'll get it to you. But they're getting, you log on to Sweet Deals on WIVK or Sports Animal, and you can buy a $50 package for $25 to spend in here. You get $50 worth of food in here, and you only pay $25. And there's only 60 of those left. Only 60 of those.
The person said he lives in Tallahassee,
Oh,
so that
well,
ain't no quick walk there.
Yeah, that's. I used to spend a little time down there.
We'll get that for you. Can you remember that? Email Volunteer Roadshow. What's your Billy Ratliff at volunteerroadshow.com. Send it there, and he'll get it, and it's out of my hands. I passed the buck. He'll get it for you. Lex is our manager in here, and she went over. She's at the ladies' game. Did you know that? Yep. She's going to be over there all weekend.
Yep. Try to get me to go.
I told her if Tennessee loses tonight, she need to get her butt back over here and run this bar. So don't be hanging out on the weekend.
Catfish, this have to be something pretty special. But for a giveaway, I'd be willing to donate this game-worn Todd Kelly jersey. Todd Kelly Sr. jersey. Look at them arms. Billy knows about these jerseys. See all the holes in them? Yep. But that is a game.
They're here in Knoxville.
TK will sign that one.
And then, I mean, I'm not.
We never gave away the canvas.
I don't know if we'll give that away. But that's
we're going to keep it now.
You recognize that one, Billy?
Number 1, that's Leonard.
That would
be that's Leonard. No, Sports Bell.
Is that the 7? Oh, that's Sports Bell. Yeah, that is Leonard then. Oh. Leonard, or was it?
Leonard was in here 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
There's not an ounce of fat on that guy. He ate more pizzas and wings that night and slim. And Billy told me he eats like that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you eat like that and be? He's got 12-pack abs.
Yeah, he still works out, man. He has a gym in the house.
He was stout. And Hainsworth looked pretty good. He slimmed up. Don't you think he's lost some weight?
Yeah, he had to, man. I mean, all that, his health issues.
He let me drive his Mercedes. Did I tell you that?
Mm-hmm.
He got that souped up one. It has 220 on the speedometer. He comes out there and said, Catfish, look at this. I was sitting there and he said, crank it up, crank it up. I cranked it up. It sounded like a Chevelle. I mean, it had loud pipes, and it was one of them brand new Mercedes. I forget what they call them. It's an SUV, and oh my gosh, it scared me.
Probably had AMG on it.
Al Wilson got in it, and he said, "Man, this will get me in trouble."
I like that.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Look, it's even got the sparkle finish in it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That is. Well, we're going to start doing this Friday night. We're going to do some giveaways, and this time I'm going to leave it up to Carter and Billy to mail them out because I have a memory problem.
Yeah.
No, I've admitted it.
No,
I've admitted it. They say you lose 2 things when you get old. 2. One's your memory,
and you get short.
And no, I forgot what the other one was.
You get shorter.
That's a joke. You get it? You lose your memory, and then I forgot what the second one was.
Yeah, I know. I heard you.
He's just going to come to the restaurant. Yep. We'll come on up here.
Yeah, come on in. I'll make sure you get taken care of.
Private. Are we friends? I think we're friends on Facebook. Message me and let's make sure I'm here. Make sure Billy's here. We'll come out and see you. David Newcomb says Leonard's six-pack has its own. That's no
six-pack.
joke. Has its own
No
six-pack.
joke.
Heck yeah. He was, man, he just looked.
Look right there. Got some game-worn cleats, too.
Oh, wow.
Who wore those?
I believe John Kelly did.
Oh, really? Where'd you get them?
It was an auction.
Oh.
Yeah,
cool.
signed hat, you and Billy. That's what Preston said. He said a signed hat, you and Billy and Alexis signed.
We'll do that. I signed one for somebody that came in here the other day. They didn't want your signature, Billy.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
They wanted a trucker hat signed. That's what you ought to do, marketing right there. Get some trucker hats made with a catfish on it.
Yeah, that's what we didn't get. We didn't get no hats made.
I know we need to. Y'all need to remind me about that. We do have a good logo going though.
Yep.
Oh man, Tap 40 logo is awesome. Here it is right here.
Yep.
I got a little.
And I designed that. I had it designed actually. Isn't that cool?
It is very cool.
Hey, matter of fact, did you show the big sign that we got out there yet?
Oh, we got the new sign up of the big tall one that you can see from the interstate. We got it up.
Really?
Lit up at night. Yep, looks good, don't it?
Huh?
Yeah, it looks really good. We got having one built out by the road with the removable letters on it and the big Billy Ratliff Tap 40 grill on it. It should be in next week. That cost me a fortune.
See, they waited till I moved to bring in all the cool stuff, you know.
Well, that's when we started making money. Where we can afford all this stuff when you left riding the clock.
Hey, don't forget, I got a couple things I got to come up here and get. I got a bass amp over at Billy's house still, and
that way it's still there, my man. Actually,
I already know. Do what? I couldn't hear you.
I think your amp is still up there too.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting kind of busy in here. Y'all wrap it up. I've got to go. Good to see y'all. We're going to be back on here every Friday, ain't we, Billy?
Oh, yeah.
Carter's going to be our producer.
Yep.
And we're building tables. We're still closed this Monday and next Monday. We're going to be closed because we've got a lot of remodeling to do. But after that, we're going to be back to 7 days a week.
Sounds good.
We're open to midnight tonight if y'all want to come on out here tonight. David Newcomb's been here. He brought his daughter up here. What game was that, David?
And I missed David.
It was after the South Carolina game because I think I showed him the pictures of all the players that were in here.
Would it be the South Alabama?
Well, probably
you went to that game that he went to. I can't remember which one it was.
South Alabama, Georgia, Vandy.
Yeah, South Alabama. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came up and had some wings, and I don't remember what all pizza or something. Anyway, all right, guys.
All right, hey Bobby, are the sponsors still the same?
Yep, Blue Water Climate Control. Okay. Did we play their commercial?
That's why I was trying to make sure.
Do that on the end. They come out and fixed our cooler and done some things the other day. They've been great people to work with. Hound Dog over there on Kingston Pike. Jesse comes in here. He said he's gonna come in here last weekend, but he didn't come. But
ice maker open?
Huh?
Is the ice maker wide open?
Yeah, I was trying to see what was going on it. I was resetting it.
I know what's wrong with it.
Well, I'm gonna go back there and look at it.
The flux capacitor.
I don't think more than that. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Friday.
All right, Carter.
We're going 15-0. I promise you that.
All right. Sounds good to me.
People always ask, where did we get the name Blue Water Climate Control? When a Navy ship casts off lines, exits the harbor, and loses sight of land, that's blue water sailing. It takes a team of people to do that. Tireless work, focus, and attention to detail. So much of starting a business is just like that. After it's done, you get filled with deep satisfaction for accomplishing something, and it's quickly followed by, now the real work begins. We're Blue Water Climate Control.